We've got coffee, water, nicotine chewing gum, a nose strip, and blue blocker glasses. What could today's video be about? Yes, I decided to test Alex Hormozi's super efficient, life-hacking strategy over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to tell you exactly how it went. Now, here's how I do it personally, right? I like to open up my water. I absolutely hate coffee. I think it tastes like crap. This is a quadruple espresso. Oh, jeez, oh man, right? I'm forgetting I've got a big beard and moustache now. I've even grown a beard now. I'm going to look like such a Hormozi fanboy, and the fact I'm going to like his office in a couple of weeks for an event is really embarrassing as well. These are Asda's own brand. Yeah, you're not going to catch me buying Nicorel, whatever you snobs are buying. Asda nicotine replace 4mg chewing gum. Just so you understand, I've never been a smoker, a vapor, any of those things. There we go. One in the hatch. No, I don't buy the expensive nose strips. I got 150 of these on Amazon for £9. So, like, just stick this on, get them ready. I need to get in character for this video, right? Don't I? Get this across the nose. The amount of people that ask me if my nose is broken when I'm wearing these. Last but not least, your girlfriend's favourite sunglasses. Oh shit, they're blue blockers, not sunglasses. Who cares, right? We're here to talk about super efficiency. Now, any of you that watch Alex Hormozi, I'm a massive fan of Hormozi stuff. I'm actually going to take these off just now because they're dirty and I don't know how to clean glasses. His stuff is amazing. Great content creator. Fantastic businessman. I absolutely love his stuff and have done for years, and I've always seen a lot of the health hacks he talks about. I even actually tried out a lot of the Mozi Meals stuff that he's been doing, and one of them has really stuck for me, the yogurt with the cereal inside of it, and oh, it's just absolutely so amazing. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things that's changed in me over the past couple of weeks. So we're going to talk about sleep quality, we're going to talk about work efficiency, and I'm going to talk about recovery in general. Okay, so these are the kind of three main things I think off the back of that system that Hormozi uses that I think are probably the most key to talk about, especially for entrepreneurs, I would guess. Now, I didn't do the waking up at freaking 5 in the morning. That never suits me. It's not something that I really enjoy doing. I used to love doing it, and I prefer it in summer when it's light outside, but that's not part of this I was doing. Just by chance, my office, my personal office inside of here has no windows. So that's another thing that Hormozi is big on, is having no windows. I didn't dress the same as him because I'm not a fanboy, but these are the things, the key things that I want to talk about. So sleep. I normally have excellent sleep. I'm someone who sleeps really easily, but as Rebecca would tell you, or anyone in my family who's been inside the same building as me, I snore very, very badly. Now, one of the things I seen about these nose strips was that it's meant to help you with your snoring at night time. Obviously, over the years, I've not really had ever like a real bad nose fracture, but just getting bopped, you know, pa, pa, in the nose sometimes, it creates some tissue damage in there. It's been harder to breathe and stuff. One thing I will say is these nose strips, that's about as good as I have breathed in years. It absolutely 100% definitely makes a difference. Oh, this is when the nicotine chewing gum starts tasting terrible. This is the bit they don't tell you about, that I'm going to tell you about in a second, because it's absolutely honking and horrible, to be totally honest. So, my sleep quality with these, I feel that in terms of my breathing and my getting to sleep became a lot better. Definitely became a lot better. But what I will say over the past couple of weeks, and I don't know if it's linked to any of this, I don't know. Maybe it's linked to the fact I'm having an increased amount of caffeine, which is not something I would normally do, and caffeine normally doesn't affect me. My quality of getting to sleep, yeah, definitely improved. The quality of my actual sleep and staying asleep during the night went way down, way down. Now, me being logical, I don't think that is created by having this here. Obviously, those of you that know me know that a lot of my downtime is either spent training and spent playing Call of Duty or the PlayStation in some way. So, utilising the blue blocking glasses, pardon me, when working at my desk, when playing PlayStation, when being on the laptop, even sometimes if I'm binge watching something on TV, that has definitely helped headaches and stuff like that. I don't have a huge amount of headaches, but like many entrepreneurs, and that's why I actually put the water up here, like many entrepreneurs, I get so busy that I just forget to drink, I forget to eat. I never do the right things on time. I'm never drinking enough, and you end up having to panel 2 litres of water, then you feel sick, and then you're peeing for like 4 hours and all that. So I think that was one of the main reasons that I was having headaches. So I think becoming a little bit more conscious of all of this stuff, keeping the blue blockers on whilst playing the PlayStation, by the way, it doesn't affect your actual like quality of gaming, you know, it's not like a real big issue when it comes to actually being able to see stuff on the game, because I'm pretty cracked, alright? I'm pretty cracked, I'm pretty good. You'll play ranked against me? No you don't, no you don't. I hear you barking through the camera right now, all I can hear just now, yappa, 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 yappa. Not interested. I would smoke you, your whole clan, right? Add me on PlayStation, Buckley, BUCKLEY _360. Yeah, I'm still rocking a 360 username. Why? Because I'm good. I can get away with it. You rock a 360 username and you're crap, you get bullied, right? So it didn't affect my quality of gaming, which by the way would have actually been a turn off for me because it's one of my biggest things I do with my downtime. So getting to sleep, great. Quality of sleep down, but in terms of, I've not put like headaches or like general day-to-day stuff in here. That stuff was so much better, especially with the blue blockers on. It really, really, really made a difference. So I would say that in terms of sleep, in terms of the net positives over the past couple of weeks and the net negatives, I would say that we're kinda even, right? I would say that, do I recommend wearing these? 100%. I got them on Amazon. What brand is this? Better Breath nasal strips. Like I said, I got like 100 or so of them on Amazon for like £9 or £10. And by the way, they stick on. Like, just because they're cheap, they're not like crap. They're absolute belters. You have to like rip them out. You know those strips that like your girlfriend would buy you and they're meant to like pull all your blackheads out, and they never do. They're always super weak. That's what these should be. So maybe these are like made in China and I'm actually putting like industrial strength adhesive on my face and I don't realise that's why they're so cheap. But these ones work absolutely fantastically. I would definitely recommend giving them a bash if you haven't. If you're someone like me who you have previously been a fighter, you've taken some bashes on the nose, even if you have a fracture, deviated septum, something like that, I would definitely recommend giving these a shot, because I will find myself on days waking up if I've forgotten to have these on, or I'm going about my day and I'm like, I feel myself being groggy and horrible. I bang one of these on, give me 10-15 minutes and I clear up a lot. I don't know the science behind it, I don't know how it works, I just know that it was definitely a positive. And you know, when I'm talking about the negatives of the sleeping during the night and stuff like that, I don't know how much I can attribute it to this. I'm just giving an overall case study of how I felt over the past couple of weeks. Now, talking about work efficiency, this stuff here, nicotine, which by the way we really vilify a lot of the time, because nicotine is often spoken about in association with smoking, like cigarettes and stuff. Now me, I don't promote smoking cigarettes. I think smoking cigarettes is disgusting. I don't promote vaping. By the way, I also promote you being an adult if you are over 18 watching this and doing whatever the hell you want. That's totally up to you. But I'm not smoking, vaping, all that kind of stuff. I think is pretty bad. I like cigars sometimes. I'm not someone who's constantly sitting, you know, huffing on them. They're like a little treat now and then. But I'm not an advocate for smoking. I think one of the big issues that is vilified nicotine is the fact that nicotine is mixed into these cigarettes with so many more chemicals, which just makes it a bit of a concoction of disgustingness. It smells bad, it's bad for your teeth, it's just, everything's horrible. Now these chewing gums are obviously designed, the 4mg ones, I think you get 2mg, 4mg and 6, and as I choose 4, because I've not got a high nicotine tolerance, because I've not had a huge exposure to nicotine over my life. Now, I decided to use these because over the past couple of years, reading into different studies and watching different things, not just Hormozi stuff, by the way, I've realised that nicotine is a misunderstood wonder drug. And by the way, in these sizes, it is not addictive whatsoever. I am not waking up in the morning going, oh my goodness, I need to give myself a nicotine chewing gum. I'm jangling. Ugh. Like, that's not me. I've not turned into Ewan McGregor in Trainspotting, right? What I use this for throughout the day is periods of intense focus. That is what nicotine gives you. As a drug, it gives you better mental clarity, less brain fog, less susceptibility to being distracted by random things. I'm terrible. I can't tell you how bad I am for being distracted by my phone. I'll go on my phone for 2 seconds because maybe like my WhatsApp web hasn't booted up yet and I'm on WhatsApp on my phone. Next thing I've been on YouTube Shorts for 20 minutes. Now I'm not watching like shite on YouTube Shorts. I'm watching good quality content. I'm probably watching shorts of guys like Hormozi and other business people and that's what I like watching. But it's wasted time that I could be using a lot more efficiently inside of the business. But I'm not. I can put my hands up and say I'm not one of these super duper put my phone away for 10 hours machines like Chris Williams, you know, sleep with your phone outside of your bedroom. I do want to start trying that, but it's just a bit of a big step for me just now. So in terms of work, with a mixture of caffeine and nicotine especially, being a bit more conscious on my hydration and utilising the blue blockers, massive, massive, massive net positive. Like huge net positive. Now, what I will say is these chewing gums are disgusting, right? They are disgusting. What you're going to do is, you're going to be like, oh, they can't be that bad. You're going to go and get them. You're going to pop one out. You're going to chuck it in your mouth. You're going to chew away for 10, 15 seconds. You're going to go, Richard said these were disgusting. These are totally fine, minty fresh. 2 or 3 minutes later, when the flavour goes away, and it starts to nip at the back of your throat, and you start to go, oh, wait a second, yeah. Then you're going to come back into this comment section and you're going to say sorry. Now, I couldn't get the chewing gum at first, so what I got was Nicorette lozenges, which are like little mints. You put inside your mouth and you let them melt down. They are horrendous, disgusting, horrible, smelly, disgraceful, stinking. Did I say disgusting, smelly, terrible, disgraceful already? I did, right, okay. All of those things times 100, they're horrendous. I've actually got about, like, I bought the big massive pack for 26 quid. That was all they had in this random Tesco garage. And I'm so motivated, dedicated, hashtag hustle, hashtag grind set, that I just bought them, right? They're all still in my car. They're disgusting. They'd sit in my centre console. If you've ever been to Range Rover SVR, the centre console was generally about that deep. I've got piles of stuff and then the stuff I need kind of sitting on top. It's filled those Nicorette lozenges. Go for the chewing gums. Just get them from Asda. Get the Nicorette ones if you want. It doesn't matter. But just get the chewing gums. They're the least worst. And those of you guys that use the Snuff Stings and Zins and stuff, yeah, cool. I think they're actually painful to have in. And I think they're really uncomfortable. I'm just not a massive fan of them. It's not something that I would personally use. You might like them. The milligrammage on them really makes me feel like violently sick. One time, okay, I'll tell you a story. Antonio, my best friend, who you might have seen some of my videos, London vlog and stuff, we were at Glen Eagles where Paul, my business partner, stays. We weren't in Paul's house, we were in a restaurant, and Tony is big on the stuff, and he's amazing on them. He uses them in the restaurant for super focus. That's what he does. He owns a bunch of restaurants, super focus with all his customers, blah, blah, blah. So he says to me, bro, try one of these. Bear in mind, I'm seeing this is 4 milligrams. And that's enough to make me focus. He hands me this thing, White Siberia, it's called, or Pablo, can't remember. I put it in my mouth, it's like 3,000,000 milligrams. I start to feel violently sick. I've not even eaten yet. I say, Tony, I'm going to need to go to the toilet. I'll be honest, I'm going to tell you the story. This is X-rated. I get to the toilet and it was so bad. I was sweating. I had to strip myself naked inside of this toilet. It was a disabled toilet, no one was coming in, but I stripped myself naked. I sat on the floor. I felt like a heroin addict. Me and these bad boys, upper deckies, whatever you Americans call them, no, doesn't get on. So for me, in terms of workflow, definitely try the nicotine caffeine mix. Try the blue blockers for sure as well, and keep up your hydration too. From seeing, obviously Hormozi works so much harder than me. That's me being honest, he works harder than me. He's more efficient, he's probably more intelligent, definitely more jacked. Do I think I would beat him in a fight? What do you think, Gary? Come on. Single leg, boom, run the pipe. Quick face stomp. I'm saying all this before I go to an event, but imagine he just managed to watch this video at some point. He's like, this kid's come to my headquarters in like 4 weeks and he's talking about single legging me, face stomping me. Slap the nicotine gum right out of my mouth. Now, recovery. Let's talk about recovery. Now, we're tying this into this here. I guess that's the worst arrow I've ever done. The sleep and stuff like that. I actually find that my recovery has had a net positive, especially because I've been more conscious on my diet as well. If you haven't watched his Mozi Meals video, it's actually awesome. It's also disgusting when he gets the egg whites and sprays 0-calorie chocolate syrup into it, shakes it and drinks it and claims that it's like chocolate milk. That to me is someone who has, like, you need to be cracked to do that, in my opinion, right? And I respect that so much, but watching that, I'm like, nah, that's you've lost your nut, mate. You're absolutely mental, right? So I've been more conscious of my diet as well. Also because I'm working with an online coach and stuff like that. As much as I fell off the wagon for a couple of weeks there, I'm working with an online coach. I've been more conscious of my diet. I've been watching my protein intake. I've been getting regular physio and massage and stuff like that again. So there's more than just this stuff here. I have felt that my recovery has been absolutely fantastic. After training, I feel good, like the next day. Even though my quality of sleep hasn't been that good, I've still felt dialed in and focused in here. So I wouldn't recommend going and being one of these people that sleeps for like 5-6 hours a night, because by the way, did you know that the percentage number of people, when rounded to the nearest whole number, who can manage at full capacity on less than 8 hours of sleep? Do you know what that number is? Take a guess, Gary.
I've seen this Joe Rogan clip, so I'm not going to say. Don't want to ruin it.
Zero. Zero, right? It is zero. And there is a small gene, like, strain of, like, less than 0.5% of the population who can last on 6 or 7 hours sleep. And when you meet these idiots, of which we all know them, that just drink Monster and Red Bull all day, and I do like a little Red Bull now and then, those people just drink Monster and Red Bull all day, they always convince themselves, oh yeah, I've got that gene. No, you don't. You're just addicted to energy drinks and manage to function. You're not functioning at full capacity, right? And that's why I'm so protective of my sleep. I always get 8 hours sleep. For example, today, last night, was struggling to get to sleep, which is so ironic when I said it's been better. I was just struggling to get to sleep last night. I was busy working on some different things and footing about. I didn't get to sleep until 1 a.m. When do you think I slept to? I slept until 9. I slept until 9. I woke up, I got changed, I came here to record these videos. And that's what I've done, because I'm protective of that 8 hours. So being more protective of my sleep, but then also using these cheat codes. And the caffeine has definitely helped, but don't use these cheat codes as I only got 6 hours sleep last night, geez, I better go in and gub a couple of chewing gums and 2-3 espressos and go, because the crash you're going to get at night and the knock-on effect throughout your day is going to be absolutely terrible, especially the decision fatigue and stuff. You're having to make big decisions 3-4 in the afternoon. You're going to be struggling if you start your morning like that. So I would say that me utilising the Hormozi routine has been a positive. I'm definitely going to stick with it. I'll have to say I'm not super disciplined all the time with making sure I get these on. Sometimes I can find myself sitting in the day and I'm like, geez, I forgot to put that on, and just go and grab it, because it does help me breathe a lot better. I always keep some of these chewing gums in my car, some of them in the office, some of them in the house. A bunch of the nose strips, I've got a packet of them over there. Some of them in the car, some of them in the house, some of them in the office. I know that I can be forgetful sometimes. I'm not always the most disciplined with things like that. So it's good for me to have these things around me so I can just hit it and go. I would definitely say, if you're watching this, head on to Amazon, grab yourself a packet of these, 10 quid. Go to Asda, get yourself a multi-pack of these. I think I paid £8 for them. I only use 1 or 2 of these per day. I'm not a big, 5-6 of them, using them all the time. I use 1 or 2 of these a day. The blue blockers that I got right here, these were also £10 off Amazon. What was the brand called again? Riccardo Materossi. These have been made in China and drop shipped by someone called Fred. There's no Riccardo. That's a fake name. No one's called that, right? But I got them for 10 quid. I know you can get super expensive ones and much better ones. Those have been great for me to be able to have better quality of getting to sleep. And I'm going to track my quality of sleep over the next couple of weeks. I have been using melatonin as well over the past couple of days. That wasn't included in Hormozi's routine, and it is working, but I'm having the most weird fried dreams of my life. So getting to sleep easier, better quality of head clarity in terms of less headaches and stuff, better mental focus due to the nicotine, better energy due to the caffeine, and better recovery across the board. And you can get access to all of this stuff for probably 30 quid for a month. Definitely one of the best things you can do as a hack to get your productivity up inside of your business, or just in your personal life and in your work life or in uni and stuff as well. So give it a try, get on Amazon. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like it. If you thought it was shit, you can dislike it as well. But if you dislike it, I'm going to use my super secret YouTube software. I'm going to find out who you are, even if you're on a fake account. I'm going to go on the dark web, I'm going to find out where you live, and you're going to find me in your cupboard. And I'm going to be there waiting, and I might not have any clothes on. Peace.